heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it call for the tab, extra with the bag, young Crystal King better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. On the move to his left. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
The Giants are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey. 4 down. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I'm going to lose one. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Now Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly they're still short for fourth.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
That's complete to John Ross. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and throw for it here.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
On 1st down, Fields.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. John Ross Moss with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing Jones. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 21-0 our score after one.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
James has got it, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On the return, it's James.
The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Jones, flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, the Bears and the Giants both looking to improve their passing games in 2022, that's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot worse at number 31.
Jones on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Shepard.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. That's right, baby, they don't want it. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got something.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
No.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. Oh, clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here I come again.
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Now it's Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Montgomery on the counter. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Play action. It's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now on, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. This from 42 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are pouring it on.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return is Pettis. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears